Hello guys, my name is Michael Setavantes. I'll be talking about pornography, or more specifically PMO, porn, masturbation, and orgasm. Now let's go over the basic stats. I know at first Malik asked me why I did this, and I believe that pornography is an epidemic laying waste to the lives of many people, making them slaves to their own desires, weak, unmotivated, and unsatisfied with their lives. And because of that, I believe it's a societal disservice that not enough people are talking about it. So let's start off. Guys, the boys are down bad. 98% of men have accessed porn within the past 6 months, 80% of them within the past week. So 4 out of the past 5 guys that you've interacted with have viewed porn in the past week. And while only a quarter of women have done the same, it's still a problem for them too. So my speech was, given this disparity, my speech is geared more towards men. However, what I say is also true for the female sex as well. Going on to more statistics, in 2008, the average age that a boy viewed porn before 13 was 14.4%. In 2011, around 48.7% of boys had viewed porn before 13. And in 2017, around 69% of males had been exposed to porn at an age of 13 or younger. Now, it is widely considered that today the average age a boy is exposed to porn is 11 years old. To show you how utterly shocking and dangerous this is, here is a stock photo of an 11-year-old boy. Now think about the worst thing you have ever gotten off to. I know you know what it is, and I know that you know it's bad. Now think about people who profit off of showing the same material, and if not worse material, to 11-year-old children. This brings us into the porn industry itself, which profits off of dehumanizing real human beings and turning them into objects of sexual pleasure. And not to mention, there's an ever-growing amount of porn actors who come out and say, oh, I regret what I did. Oh, I was abused violently or sexually in the industry. I was coerced into doing something I did not want to do. And the sad thing about this is this material cannot be removed from the internet. It is forever there. And so next time you get off to something or someone, think about the humanity behind that. That's someone's mother or someone's daughter or someone's sister or someone's wife. And to forget their humanity is a great disservice to everyone. So I'm going to tell you why porn is bad for you specifically. Pornography is a drug, and I'm not being hyperbolic, so let me explain. I like stuff, you like stuff. I like my mother's pasta fagioli, and her gnocchi as well. I'm in the kitchen right now. I smell the aroma of the oregano, that thick tomato sauce, and my body starts to secrete dopamine, which is the anticipation for having an amazing meal. However, when I sit down and actually feast on that meal, my body secretes opioids, which is the feel-good feeling upon satisfying my pleasure. Now, while these two chemicals are also secreted during sex, an orgasm and my mother's cooking just doesn't hit the same. And there's a reason for this. The power of sex is strong because biologically it is the strongest desire of your brain because it is connected to the reward circuitry, which is the most primitive part of your brain. And it is important to note that drugs are addictive because they hijack the same mechanisms in your brain responsible for regulating your sex drive. So to speak, drugs are addictive because they hijack the same mechanisms that control sex. Source of your cravings. So the desire that you have to get people pregnant comes from dopamine. And the problem with this is that the dopamine system is stronger than the opioid system, which means that when overstimulated, you will always be more craving and more seeking out than you are satisfied. This is what leads to addiction in both drug and pornography use. Neuroplasticity. Look, porn basically raw dogs your brain and changes the shape of it in order to make you miserable. So, okay, first off, it minimizes the tissue in both the dorsolateral and ventrolateral prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for your self-monitoring, which means that you will be less aware of what you're doing and less accountable as well. Moreover, the ventral medial prefrontal cortex will also lose tissue as well. This is responsible for like your drives, your passions, your ambitions. This will start to fade away and you will lose passion, drive, and energy to do the things that once gave you pleasure. However, it gets worse. Your body will also secrete a chemical molecule called CREB, which is a dopamine inhibitor and will try to make you calm down your addiction. This is bad because it minimizes the dopamine and pleasure you get from both sexual and non-sexual activities. Meaning that if you are addicted to porn and you just so happen to not enjoy hanging out with friends anymore or going to the movies or playing a video game or playing sports, this is CREB and that's why you feel that way. So the counter arguments are, oh, it relieves stress. No, it doesn't. Because of the dopamine that zaps from your brain, your baseline stress levels are actually basically rise. However, some people also say that it prevents prostate cancer. The science behind this is a bunch of lab coats asking a bunch of baby boomers how frequently they jacked off each day, every decade, constitutes as science, and it's been disproven by many academic studies. I'll get into the last two kind of arguments right now. It is a drug. It hijacks the same reward circuitry in your brain that drugs do, and it will make you inhibit the similar effects as well, and both are highly addictive. And finally, brain scans of both porn addicts and drug addicts are virtually the same and undistinguishable, according to a Cambridge study. Is porn healthy? No. If you think that porn is healthy, you're likely an addict just trying to self-rationalize your own addiction in order to make yourself feel less guilty about it. And also, I don't think the 1,000% increase in erectile dysfunction in the past 15 years because of pornography is healthy either. So the conclusion, I encourage everyone addicted to pornography in this room to detox from 60 days. You'll likely be more driven, more happy, more motivated, and more disciplined to do the things that you once liked to do. And the absolute worst thing, if I'm wrong, you just miss out on doing something that you like to do. Thank you.